Hey, Leah here, hanging out from Wes and Leah 1023 XLC on a hump day. And this is going to be a regular occurrence that we do weekly, hanging out with Rob from Blarney Island. Rob, welcome.
Well, hi, Leah. Happy
Long time
hump
no
day to
see
you.
Right?
Yeah.
So are we gonna do these Blarney Island weekend updates every Wednesday? Or are we gonna
That's what
switch
I'm
them?
hearing. That's the rumor that's going
Word-
around. There's a
word on the
rumor going
street.
around
Well, I
about
miss
me and you
I
doing
miss
these
you.
shows.
I miss Blarney Island. I know a lot of people with everything going on thinks that summer's canceled and there's
Hold
nothing
on.
for us to do. That's not true. Blarney Island
Even
is
a little bit.
open. Yeah. You
Can't
guys
cancel summer. It's like
No.
canceling Christmas. That's like anti-American.
Right, exactly. And for people who haven't been out to Blarney Island, because believe it or not, well, my host of the show, Wes, he says he's never been out, which I'm like, okay, maybe because you're on the other side of the border. But there's still people I talk to in Lake County that have heard of Blarney Island, but they haven't actually gone and experienced it. And
Must
that
live under a rock. They must. I mean, I don't know.
live under a rock, and that's not American.
I agree with you completely. How do you
Not
not come
American.
out to the island? I mean, it's vacation for the day for people of all ages. Why wouldn't you want to do that?
Well, that's another thing people feel like they're missing out on right now is going on all these vacations. So many people had to cancel vacation. We can't go to places on the south, the east, the west because of everything going on. You could go to Blarney Island. It's a party
Right.
on an island and you don't even need a boat. But hey, I'm not going to tell them about this. Why don't you give people a little background on Blarney Island for those who have never experienced it before?
All right, fair enough. So I guess we'll go back to the beginning. It started in 1901, believe it or not. So,
What?
yeah,
Are you pulling my chain?
1901. Next year's our 120th anniversary of
Wow.
Blarney Island. So back then it was much smaller and was very different, but it's had quite a sordid history. Like during Prohibition, Al Capone had it, and it was gambling and other things. And fast forward to today, where it's a family friendly during the daytime and adults only at nighttime. And we've got drag boat racing every Thursday night. We're the only place in the country that has grassroots drag boat racing. They're professional drag boaters, but they go from 0 to 150 miles an hour in about 800 feet. So faster than any roller coaster in the world. It's called Thunder on the Chain. So every Thursday we have it from Memorial Day through Labor Day.
What time is that at?
The races start about 6.
Okay.
About because there has to be a racers meeting prior to going out, and sometimes wrangling them all to be ready in time is an issue.
Yeah.
Or if safety is the biggest issue. So we have to watch the wind speed, wind direction, any storms that might be coming through, things like that. So sometimes we have to tweak start times based on safety aspects. But approximately 6 p.m., people can go out in their own boats and anchor right along the race course, completely free of charge. They can watch the races every week, and many people do. They go out, watch the races, pull anchor, and then go home right afterwards. We never even see them.
Kids absolutely love this.
Yes.
So when you say something
About 8 years ago,
yeah.
about eight or 10 years ago, I opened up the boat races to allow kids because they
Okay.
didn't used to prior to me taking over the island. So now there's probably, I don't know, at least a couple dozen kids every Thursday, and the kids can stay until sunset. And then after sunset, we're considered a nightclub. So all the kiddos have to go bye-bye.
Bye.
And then, we're open till 1 a.m. with a DJ dance party, and people have a great time. It's a great way to kick off the weekend. And I think because so many people are working from home and or flex schedules due to the corona, they're able to get out there earlier on a Thursday and or stay later and actually enjoy themselves, let their hair down a little bit, have that vacation for the day. So
Right.
Thursdays are great for that.
Now, you say Thursdays is perfect for kicking off the weekend, but why don't we kick off the weekend right now?
Oh, you mean like with some cold ones?
With some cold ones. Cheers, Rob.
I don't drink, but for you.
You're a lie. You're a lie.
Every time I've ever been on the radio with any of you guys, I always bring Miller Lite to the studio.
You have to.
Yeah, and I think we're required to drink while on air.
That's part of the deal, man. That's part of the deal. Now, Thursday, this is an every Thursday thing, but coming up specifically this weekend, another thing you do every Friday is ladies' night, correct?
Yep. Friday's ladies' night. So
what
people
exactly
can
does
join.
that mean?
Well, that's a great question, and I'm going to look up so that I don't say the wrong number. We have got a thing called a text club.
Okay.
And all it is where you text the word Blarney. Doesn't matter whether it's uppercase, lowercase, or a combination, but you just text the word Blarney to the number. Let me confirm this number so I don't tell you the wrong one.
555
46786. So if you type in 46786 in the to area of your text message, again 46786, and then just text the word Blarney, and it enrolls you in our text club. The most prevalent thing that does is allows any ladies coming out on Fridays to get to ride the shuttle for free, for example. Our text club is the only way that we do sweepstakes giveaways for concert tickets, things like that, 2-for-1s, you name it. So our secret squirrel discounts only go through the text club. And unlike most services where you get, God forbid, you sign up for their email newsletter or their text and you get a message every damn day, sometimes multiple, we maybe do 6 texts the whole season.
Okay. Just the important stuff.
Only important stuff. We really keep it minimal. But you're on the inside scoop if you join the text club. So that's part of ladies' night. Now this particular Friday, day after tomorrow, is a little different. We have an annual event that normally coincides with Country Thunder, which of course, was canceled this year due to the Rona. So this year it's odd that it's not coinciding with Country Thunder. It's when Country Thunder would have been, but it's an event called Electric Island, and it's an EDM, electronic dance music party, where the top DJs from all over the country come out and do a private event. So we're just
give me a little preview of what that sounds like.
Glow sticks, glow sticks, glow sticks. I don't know.
Okay. No, that was good. I like that.
I enjoy that. So it's not our event. It's put on by a group called Bass Music Mafia.
Okay.
And basically they just rent out the island for Friday night and Saturday night, and they do this EDM party. And we started it many years ago as a sort of a counteraction for Country Thunder, because so many people were going to Country Thunder that was like, let's do something completely different that will, offset that. So it's become its own event of its own right, if you will. Yeah. So that's on Friday night, and people can buy a ticket for Friday night alone, Saturday night alone, or a 2-day pass, which is by far the best deal. They're on sale via ticketweb.com. Ticketweb.com. So it is currently our only ticketed event at all of the year, because we can't have any concerts courtesy of the rules related to COVID. What else? Saturday afternoon we still have a regular band.
Okay.
Sunday afternoon we have a regular band. We're open to the regular, public to come on out and enjoy.
I'm going to pause you real quick because I want to go back to the shuttle, just for people, again, that have never been out to Blarney, that think like, oh, it's an island. I don't have a boat. I don't have a friend with a boat. I don't want to try to make a friend with a boat.
What? Who would say that? The only thing better than having a boat is having a friend with a boat.
Crazy people say that, but you guys do have a shuttle that people can go to the port of Blarney and get on.
Yeah, so there are 2 45-passenger shuttle boats, and the service that runs back and forth to the island all day and night, every day that we're open. And that shuttle service is $10 round trip, except, of course, on Friday nights for any ladies that are in the ladies club, they don't pay anything. So the parking, we've got 5 acres of parking on shore. As you mentioned, we have the Port of Blarney. That is at 27843 West Grass Lake Road in Antioch. You can't miss it. You can type it right into any map program, just Port of Blarney, and it'll take you right there. Again, 5 acres of parking, Parking's free. There's never a cover charge to get on Blarney Island. People make that misconception all the time. They think that there's a cover charge, and there never is. So they can park for free. If they need to take the shuttle, it's $10 round trip. And the shuttle, because there are two of them, basically they leave on the hour and the half hour.
Okay.
Unless it's a really slow day, then they only leave on the hour.
Okay. No, that's good. That's good to know. Now, again, talking to Rob from Blarney Island. It's the Blarney Island weekend updates. We are going to be doing these weekly. People think that summer's canceled. It's not. Blarney Island has a ton going on, especially this weekend. Family-friendly event on Sunday that when I read it was like Christmas in Sunday.
This is our second annual. So it's something I've been trying to do for about 5 or 6 years. As you know, I've got a now 7-year-old son and a 1.5-year-old son. So ever since my 7-year-old was born, I've wanted to do the Christmas in July thing because no one's ever done anything like that, Caribbean style, tropical style. So last year we finally put it together and had our first annual, and we're talking a Christmas tree with presents underneath the tree for the kids that come out. There's a Santa Claus, a Grinch. I've got snow machines making the snow like they use in Hollywood.
On the island?
Yep, on the island. So it's snowing on the island with Christmas tree, Christmas music, pictures with the kids. Again, the Grinch and Santa are there. It's really a fun event. Last year, people were blown away that we did that. So this is our second annual.
Now, where can everyone get information about what's going on starting tomorrow and all through the weekend?
Well, at any given time, of course, you could go to blarneyisland.com, but what most people do is go to facebook.com, look of faces /Blarney Island, or just type Blarney Island into your search bar. If you haven't liked it yet, please do so. Same thing on Instagram and Twitter for that matter. But really, Facebook is the best place to get all the event info. Because it's more of a platform, if you will, for businesses to put out what's happening. So this particular weekend, again, tomorrow night, we have Thunder on the Chain, drag boat racing. If you've never done that, it's amazing how many women and children come out and absolutely love it and say, I've never wanted to come to this because I thought it was always like a NASCAR thing, and it turns out that all kinds of people from all walks of life thoroughly enjoy it. So that's Thursdays. After the boat races, there's a great party, DJ dance party. So it's not just about horsepower, although that's a big piece of it. And then Fridays are always ladies' night. This particular Friday is EDM. It is a ticketed event because it's a private event that they block out the whole island for.
Right.
Extremely rare occasion. And then Saturday during the day, we have a normal program with bands, and then Saturday night, the EDM second day goes, and Sunday, Christmas in July, from noon to 2, we'll be doing the Santa Claus and
you don't need a ticket for that?
No, it's completely free. It is doesn't cost anybody anything to attend it. The little gifts under the trees are under the Christmas tree are free to the kids.
And what time the tickets started?
We open at 11.
Okay.
We'll start the Santa Claus routine about noon. The band that's playing will be playing Christmas music for a little while and then switch to regular.
Okay.
So it really is a very fun, family-friendly event.
Now, the island is huge for anyone that's concerned with, social distancing. I know that you guys are requiring masks to be worn while you're on the boat because you're going to be riding with other people that you may or may not know in close quarters and entering the island with said mask. But once you get in the island, or on the island, I should say, because it is outside, you are safe to remove said mask, correct?
Yeah. So the way the governor's order reads is that you need a mask in order to enter the premises. And that's true of every liquor or food establishment.
Right.
You have to have a mask to enter. Now, if people don't have a mask, we've got masks available for $1 if somebody needs one. But
that's for $1?
For a buck, yeah.
I've got to comment on that because there are businesses that I've seen that I'm like, are you guys trying to make a killing off of just that? Because, if someone forgets a mask and you're trying to charge them $5-10.
Yeah, that's basically just giving them a cover charge. Yeah.
Right.
So our thing is, Leah, I'll be perfectly frank with you. What happened the first weekend, we didn't open right away. We opened on June 11th as our first day. We waited 2.5 weeks to make sure exactly how things were going to work.
Yes.
And then we worked hand in hand with the Lake County Board. We worked with the sheriff's office, the fire department, the health department, so that we were meeting those requirements in order to open. So that cost thousands of dollars on its own just to really be compliant from day one. And most of the bars in the area didn't do any of that. I'll be frank with you, but we did. And it's amazing because we've been the punching bag in the middle. We're getting yelled at, screamed at from people who are like, up yours, I'm not wearing a mask, you're Hitler, da 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 da. And I completely understand where they're coming from. I do. And then we're getting yelled at on the other side for people going, how do you let them take their mask off once they're in? You're trying to kill people. Yeah. So we can't. We're the punching bag in the middle.
No, right now there's. I hear you. Trust me, I'm living the same thing, being on air and what you say and don't say and can say and can't say. So I know that the majority of people appreciate what you specifically are doing and your entire staff at Blarney Island, because you're still providing and giving people in Lake County and all over a summer, something to actually enjoy and look forward to. So speaking on behalf of everyone, I definitely appreciate that and look forward to more that you guys have coming up this summer.
Most people get it, but they're, when I say most, that's only a slim margin of majority, because quite a few act as though it's really our choice, what we're doing, and it's really not our choice, because unlike a retail store or a manufacturing company or a sales office or anything like that, unlike those businesses, we're regulated by the health department and the liquor commission. And basically they tell us the rules of the road and we have to follow them. Yeah. There's no room for, now again, many people were ignoring those rules across the board, and some of them have had their hands slapped pretty hard recently for ignoring them completely. The hardest part is once people are in, and if they buy a drink or food or whatever, of course they can remove their mask to eat or drink. And then as any day or evening goes on, trying to keep people social distanced is the hard part.
Right.
So you space out all the tables and you do all those requirements, but that's the hardest part, is once people are in, it's really difficult to tell people, no, you can't go over there and talk to those folks, or no, you can't. So we set the stage, so to speak, and create the environment, and we have signage everywhere. We go through 1.5 gallons of hand sanitizer.
I can only imagine.
I've gone through unbelievable case loads of hand sanitizer. We have sanitizers all over the island. Every staff member, every server, every bartender, every security guard, everybody's wearing a mask all the time. Yeah. But for customers, I'm going to say 95% of them, once they have a drink or food, they don't want to put that mask on or put it back on. They use it to get in, type of thing. Right. And so that, that's its own challenge. But anybody who is worried that is an at-risk population, or if they're concerned that they may contract the coronavirus, just should not come to these events. There's no reason to put yourself in harm's way if that's your concern. Having said that, there are folks who keep their mask on at all times and sip through a straw underneath their mask, drink that way. So they're few and far between. Whatever
you have to do to make yourself feel protected is really what I've been saying. I'm the mask shaming, all of that. I'm like, do what makes you feel safe at the end of the day. And if
you don't feel safe, don't go. Yeah. Don't come out if you're concerned about it at all. It's just that we're not on the way to anywhere, right? So people don't anecdotally stop in at Blarney Island. They're going there on purpose.
On purpose, right?
The
Exactly.
purpose of that vacation for the day. So
You mean
if you're
people
going,
don't swim out to the island and just
Pardon?
have to pass it by?
yeah, go, oh, what's this? I think I'll stop in for a bite to eat. Oh, I think I'll stop in for food. So we're very different that way, that people are purposefully going there. That is their destination. That's where they're going to spend their time. So it's crazy to me. Why would you bother coming out if you don't want to be in that environment, right? It's not like you go to an Olive Garden in the mall and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe this Olive Garden is different than all of the other ones, and they're breaking this rule or that rule, where you're shocked and caught off guard. So in that regard, you've got to get on your own boat or get on a shuttle boat service to get out there, or a helicopter, because we do have the helipad and helicopter rides. But you're going there on purpose. So if you're worried about being in that social setting, please don't come out.
Yeah.
That's the best advice I can give people. And I don't mean that in the nasty, stay home if you're scared. I mean it in the, if you don't want to be put in that situation, then don't put yourself in that situation.
Right.
Because us and everyone else can only do so much to affect human behavior. We can restrict everything coming in. Again, we can set the stage, we can create the environment, but it's up to us as individual humans to make those decisions to behave how we're going to once we're there. Does that make sense?
100%. And I appreciate just the openness of all of that. So not that I expect anything different from you, Rob. So I'm looking forward to seeing you, though. It's been a really long time. Looking forward to everything that you guys have coming up this weekend and throughout the whole season. And again, Blarney's Island on Facebook, probably the best place to get any information that you need. Also, that text number that you can get if you text the word Blarney to 46786. Join that text club. It's right there at the bottom of the screen. And Rob, cheers to you and your family. You are all doing well and staying safe. And
we are. Thank you very much.
Yes. We'll talk to you next Wednesday, okay?
All right, great. You have a wonderful weekend.
You too.
Take care, guys.
Cheers,
everyone.